journey, because when you know better, you invest better. Join us and experience the difference today. TFNN, educating investors.
The following is a presentation of TFNN. Trade what you see with Larry Pesavento. Call now, toll free at 1-877-927-6648 or internationally at 727-873-7618. Now, Larry Pesavento.
Okay, folks, I'm going to do a little bit of homework and I have a position on. This was the gold market. We had a big run here early this morning, and I was looking at the smaller time frame to try to find a low risk entry, and there it was right there at 29. Now I have my stop now at 29 because I was going to risk $4. I've already made $4, so the worst that's going to happen to me is break even. So I don't want to look at it. Okay, so we'll get this out of the way, and I want to talk to you a little bit about the U.S. dollar because, folks, it is getting trashed. Let's get it up here, and we'll do one of these. I've got a lot of things going on here, folks, as you can imagine. Hold on one second here. Dear. It's up here at the top. What am I talking about? Here's the dollar, and they're just beating it to death. You can see here we've broken through all of those numbers that we were looking at, and this means a great deal, folks, because now we've already went way below that. The only other thing that's out there on this U.S. dollar, and we'll look at it in confines of the euro. There you go. There's your ABCD down in here. That's at 103.60. But we have to look at this on the weekly chart to show you you'll be setting almost exactly at the 50% level right there. So it's got about another full point to go. Now, if we're going to be looking at the dollar, what we need to do is we got to look at the euro. So let's get up here and just give me a second and we'll be in good shape. 1 second here, folks. God, I love this. I love this volatility, folks. I cannot believe I've been able to live this long with this much volatility. Let me hold on. I've got so much going on, folks. I'm sorry, but I have to take care of business here too. So let's take a quick look here at the euro, and that will be right there. And then what we'll do is look at the pound. You remember that we were talking about the euro making this number right up here, and we are almost there. Now that's the same thing with the U.S. dollar upside down. Okay, so there's that swing right here. I'm going to get rid of this because we have to compare what we done here from the low. We had another higher high in here, so that tells us we should get up at this level. We're already through it. So with these wide bars, I'm not even sure that the 61% is going to hold it. We're not very far away. We're only 30 pips away, and we're up. This is a huge run here today, folks. Buying that on a breakout. Now let's go look at these markets. I haven't looked at them, folks. I've been involved with the S&P and the Dow E-mini and the gold. All have treated me well today. So hold on 1 second here. We're just going to look at a 13-minute chart. And okay, there's Wednesday. Here's Wednesday. Oh my goodness, there's nothing going on here. Here's Tuesday night. Okay, there's we got something here. Hold on. Well, not really, because this is not even a 382 of anything. The market is just incredibly strong. Doesn't give you wait a minute. What am I talking about? Pull that placard up. Look at that. 105. Oh my God, folks. That's do you know how much money that is? That's $2,500. And I missed that. Son of a gun. Wow. Shut the front door. Let me check something. Well, let me check my AI program. Also, the bonds have been really good to us today too, folks. But it was supposed to go straight up, but it went straight up and it's still going down. But let's get to the bonds because they have been very, very nice to us here. If I can just find them here, they're jumping around all over the place. Bear with me, folks. I've got to come over here and look at the old, doggone it. Get the bonds here. Bonds were a beautiful sale, folks. We talked about it before, and I mentioned it in the news, hello, operator, in the video that I sent out last night. And bear with me here. You're going to have to bear with me because I've got too many things going on. Okay, here's the bonds. We're going to get this up here. We had the big drop And what I said was to sell that 382 retracement here. You did. It's almost $1,000 profit. The most it went against you was 8 pips or $200. So this one's working just like we thought. So let's take a look at the just a little worn out, boys and girls. Okay, here's where we are right here. And you'll see with this, we will be setting right there. There's your 382 here, went 5 pips, and now it's starting to come down. Remember, folks, this is the one that took out the December highs. We took out the December highs. Why? I don't know, because the Fed wasn't dropping interest rates in here. They just talked about it. Now, the bonds did not. The bonds only went to the 786. So there's a big difference in these markets. You got to follow them, one at a time. Now, I have a request to talk about XLF, and I don't know what it is, so I'm going to bring it up here, and I put it here somewhere. Where did I put it? Shut the front door, XLF. I got you here somewhere. Well, I thought I did. I don't know if this is it or not, is it? This might be it. There it is, XLF. It's a financial services. We made a new high. We backed off a little bit. I don't see much to do. You can see it made a perfect 382 retracement here from the low in April to the, look at that. Just look for those, folks. There was one right here, too, and there's one right here. They're really good when real strong trending market. So I hope that helps. It's bullish as long as it doesn't go below 48. If it goes into this gap area, there's trouble in River City. So we'll get out of that one, and we'll get back to the program here, and we might as well change the subject here for a second, and we'll look at the old chart here with the old, hold on one second here. Let me get up here. Tesla, that's everybody, because Tesla was strong this morning, and it held at 272 at least earlier in the morning that we had talked about quite a bit. There's Tesla. We want to put this on the daily because that's what we were watching here. Wow. Hold on, operator. There we go. Well, it went below it for a little bit here. This is the daily. So yesterday it went below it, and now you see we popped up above it. Again, that's a good sign. Let's look at this on the hour. There must be some news on it. Yeah, well, there. See, there was the low. There was your number here was 72. That was the ABCD on the daily. That was and now we're trading just a little above it right now. Hold on right now. John's trying to send me some information, and I'll try to get that out the best I can here also. So let's move over and get this out of the way. Move this out of the way. Covered that, and let's take a look at Apple. This is a flat-out bullish stock. I don't even know what it's doing today, but nobody wants to sell this thing, and I guess because it's got the greatest products in the world. But as we get it up here today, it is actually being sold today. It's down, and we'll take a look at it from where we are here, and just see where we are. Okay, there's where we are, and we held the 618 2 days in a row, and also now, folks, I have to be real blunt here. We're looking at something really bad getting ready to happen to these stocks. I hope you realize that. I mean, we're having these gigantic rallies up and down, but one of these days they're not going to rally. And when that happens, we'll be able to see. All right? So we'll be right back. 877-927-6648.
This year has already been a wild ride for the market. We started off heavily in the red, traversed back to all-time highs, and we now have a trade war looming. Trying to play this chop as an individual trader leads to death by 1,000 cuts. Where does this market go next? Should I add to this position or cut my losses? Where is the next opportunity? Tariffs, trade wars, analysis paralysis. Don't become a victim of this intense market. Instead, join Larry Pesavento for the second and fourth Friday of every month for 3 hours of live trading. Larry has been through many markets just like this one, and the insight he provides is invaluable. The dates for this month are March 14th and 28th, 9 a.m. to noon Eastern Time. Get in here and let's start trading. TFNN, educating investors.
Many trading newsletters attempt to focus on a narrow set of equities or commodities. While this works for some, it oftentimes misses many opportunities that possess huge gain potential. But how is an independent trader supposed to scan the entire market looking for these hidden opportunities? One simple answer: the opening call newsletter. Basil Chapman, developer of the Chapman Wave trading methodology, has been trading the markets for longer than most trading influencers have been alive. And over that time, he has honed his methodology in order to accurately call movements in a wide range of equities, from semiconductors to uranium to key indices and so much more. Basil is old school, taking the time to educate the trader while also giving his insights into key indices, selective stocks, and more. Opening call subscribers also receive access to dozens of educational live streams that can be accessed at any time for your edification. All first-time subscribers receive a 30-day money-back guarantee. So ignore the pop trading influencers and start learning time-tested technical analysis.
Sharpening your skills as an investor is like getting better at playing a musical instrument. You have to practice, sure, but you also need excellent instruction from experts. At TFNN, you'll get advice and guidance from the authority in technical market analysis. And it's not just dry, tedious text either. TFNN airs live financial content streamed live on TFNN.com and TFNN's YouTube channel with Tiger TV, live every market day from 8:30 a.m. to 4 p.m. Eastern, for free. Each host is an experienced trader and gives their take on the market while taking calls and questions live from around the world. From the moment the market opens until the closing bell sounds, Tiger TV has 8 different shows with expert hosts to help you make the right moves with your money. Watch online at TFNN.com or on TFNN's YouTube channel and become the investor you were born to be. TFNN, educating investors.
Okay, folks, this is the standard deviation that we talk about in the Floor Trader's Handbook. You can see the A, B, C, D pattern right here. When these line up, we stay here for a half an hour. Okay, there's your A, B, C, D. Take out the previous low, stay right here, and then look what we do. We rally from 2040. We rallied 400 handles, folks, and still going higher. So they have lots of volatility. Bear with me here, and I will get this out of the way here. And there's where we are right now here with the crude oil. I wanted to show you because this was a trade that we talked about on the video last night, and because it had been in a really strong bear market. As you can see here, we had our first 382 here, right here. It only rallied 10 minutes, but when you're watching one thing and you're trying to make a couple of bucks, this is very, very helpful because there it is right there within 2 ticks of the high, and then you can see the A, B, C, D makes it right down here to the low, and then we have a pretty good rally moving. Let's just get this on. There's your AB. Okay, cowboy, let's get this up here where we got it right here. All right. There's your A, B, C, D. Oh, it misses the low by about 14, and it came in at 22, so it misses about a little bit. But remember, we talk about what? If the market takes off, it's going to give you one good chance to get back in. There's your low, there's your high, there's almost within one tick of the 382. Then you make a higher high, and what you have to do is you got to recalculate. Folks, this is stuff you're not going to see an Elliott wave, and why, I don't know. I know why, because I've been looking at stocks. Well, it doesn't make any difference. There it is right there, exactly 382. Now you might think, well, that's not very much. Well, folks, from 66.30 to 55.90 is 400 US American dollars. And if you can get your risk down to just that for something that has a margin of 66,000, pay close attention to it. Pay close attention to it. That's for sure. You want to be able to do that. Okay, so let's move on. We've covered Tesla. We've covered Apple. We've covered the Dow Jones. Well, I guess that's it for the day. Now we got to get over to our old friend here. Let's get ready as we're going to be watching the soybeans. If you remember, oh, shucks. All right, bear with me, folks. A little disheveled here today. I've been up quite a bit of the night watching all this stuff going on, and Fortunately, I sleep a little between the time, but we'll see. Okay, here's the hourly and the beans. Well, we got to do the daily because that's where the Gartley was. Gave you a couple of really good chances, and it's actually still doing. So there was a number right here. And then today, early this morning, I want to get this up real early this morning, we're starting to watch it on a small time scale. See, because there was the bottom right here of the Gartley, okay? That was the bottom of the Gartley right there. Am I doing this right, Larry? No, I'm not. I'm telling you why. Because of the bottom of the Gartley, let's just get this up here. Oh, I'm just doing too much. Okay, here, now let's go to the hourly, and or half hour. Half hour is good enough. Okay, there's the bottom right here, okay? And we were supposed to be buying it at 92 or 93, at 90, somewhere in that ballpark. Well, then it's had a little bit of a pullback, okay? But we've started, shut the front door. We started to move up. See, here's the 5th. Okay, now all it did on today was to pull back to the 78% level. Okay, and since that time, in that 30-minute time frame, I don't think we saw anything related to a 382, but let's just check. Nope, it is nothing at all. It just takes, this might be one here, but I doubt it very seriously. So when they do run, that's pretty good. Now, the reason why this was a pretty good buy down here, folks, is because, remember we talked with Rich Anderson, and the Chinese were saying, well, we're not going to do this, we're not going to do that. Hello, operator. Somebody's doing something because they're buying them now. And the one that we like the best all along, his course, has been the soybean meal. And we switched over to the December. And you'll be able to see here, we're having a really nice move in the meal today. We hit the 786 on Friday, right there at 300, and it is 308, and it is now 313. So you're up $500 in that. There it is right here on the shorter time frame, hopefully. Something coming in eventually. Refresh. Hello, operator. There it is. Okay, there was the move right here, and a little bit of a pullback just about right now in the meal. I think we just hit it. Yes, we did. Just now, just made a 382 here in the meal. So we're going to be watching that one very, very closely down the road. Also, we need to I'm watching these grains, folks, because we're in the season where you want to start looking for them. Very, very important, okay? Let's get the wheat up here. People are not going to stop eating cookies and pasta and stuff like that. They're just not going to do it. Now we're getting a move now. We came down. Look how many days in a row. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 days in a row. That itself made it an outlier event. So when you get something like that, now you notice we're higher today. So if you go down to a smaller time frame, okay, you might be able to find a little pattern to get long. And by golly, there it is right there. Now I'm going to blow it up just a little bit. Now, I can't do all of these trades. I can only do some of them. But, folks, I can tell you this. If you stick with ABCD, it's going to be a friend. And you can see there's your buy here at 40. You made 8 cents and without any trouble at all. And it's good for risk control which is really good, of course. And then we want to move on to that. I've covered all of the currencies except the Japanese yen. And they are also doing its number on that one. Let's get that up here. And you'll see here we made new lows here. We didn't tonight. Yes, I thought I heard on the news that they did. No, we did not take out yesterday's low here. We had the 382 here. Folks, I keep forgetting. I think this today's Wednesday. It's not Monday. Hello, operator. Anyway, this is it was because of the State of the Union speech. That's nice, person. I watched that 10-minute version. Okay, that's what we've done here. We've got some support right in here. It's holding well, but really not very well at all. Looking at this on a smaller time frame, we see we had a little bit of a pop. Where did it go to? Right to the 382. Well, just a little, but went to 50%. And this one went to the 382. I'm almost sure of from the high. I've seen these so much now that I see them in my sleep. Those 2 hours that I do sleep, folks. I actually do sleep more than 2 hours. I sleep about 5 hours a day. I sleep 4 or 5 hours during the night. I take a nap in the afternoon, usually 45 minutes, and sometimes I'll take 2 of them. And that's what I do. I've been blessed, I guess, but not having to sleep very much ever since I was a kid doing, altar boy stuff. And even before that, my mom said, you just don't sleep much. And they tried to take me to a sleep clinic once, and the guy said, well, maybe you just don't sleep much. Well, really? And for that, I said, do you have that? And he said, have you had this before? And I said, yes. He said, well, you have it again. All right, let's get this out of the way here, and covered that. Now let's take a look at our cattle to see what's going on. I'm going to stick with some futures here because I know you get tired of seeing all this stuff by the book here. Now I think we're switching over to April cattle into June here pretty soon. Nope, we're still in April cattle, and there we go. We're finally getting a rally here. Now let's take a seat. We'll be right back. Stay with us.
If you spend any time online researching trading techniques on how to begin your trading journey, you've no doubt come across many folks who push Forex trading as a way to make big money quickly. Unfortunately, there are equally as many stories of these so-called Forex professionals just looking to make a quick buck off aspiring traders without actually teaching the ins and outs of the Forex market. This is what sets Teddy Keckstack's The Tiger Forex Report off the riffraff. Every Monday, former Chicago Mercantile Exchange member and author Teddy Keckstack releases his Tiger Forex Report newsletter, where he dives into the complex world of Forex and takes time to actually teach you his methods that have made him so successful in the fast-paced and rewarding world of Forex trading. Furthermore, all subscribers receive access to archived live streams of Teddy's, where he provides university-level education to help you in Forex trading. All first-time subscribers receive a 30-day money-back guarantee. So what are you waiting for? Forex awaits.
In the world of trading, only a few names stand out like Larry Pesavento. A pro's pro with over 50 years of experience, Larry has seen it all. A former Chicago Mercantile Exchange member, Larry has authored 10 books and trained over 1,000 traders with his unmatched expertise. Introducing Fibonacci 24/7, Larry Pesavento's daily trading service that turns the complexity of markets into opportunities. Published every Sunday, receive a comprehensive report packed with detailed commentary, charts, and videos that illuminate the patterns shaping the markets, with updates throughout the week exclusively for subscribers. Whether through charts or videos, Larry's analysis is your roadmap to navigating the markets. You can sign up now at TFNN.com for just $97. And with all TFNN newsletters backed by a 30-day money-back guarantee, you have nothing to risk. For all the details, visit TFNN.com. You'll find Fibonacci 24/7 right under the newsletters tab.
Are you ready to take charge of your financial future? TFNN is your gateway to the world of trading and investing. Whether you're starting out or scaling up, TFNN empowers traders and investors of all skill levels with top-notch investing systems, strategies, and techniques. It's time to protect and grow your money with insight you can trust. Join us live Monday through Friday during market hours for exclusive content that moves with the markets. At TFNN, we bring the trading floor to you. Our seasoned hosts are here to answer your calls and questions live on the air. Check out the Tiger's Den for just $1 and follow us on YouTube and become part of our vibrant community. And remember, at TFNN, we're so confident in the value we provide that we offer a 30-day money-back guarantee on all new premium newsletter subscriptions and services. You have absolutely nothing to risk, so why wait? Tune in live to Tiger TV and transform your trading journey, because when you know better, you invest better. Join us and experience the difference today. TFNN, educating investors. This portion of Trade What You See is brought to you by Direxion's daily leveraged and inverse ETFs. Whether you're a bull or a bear, you choose the direction. Visit Direxion.com. Investing in the funds involves significant risk and should only be utilized by investors who understand the impact of leverage and actively monitor their portfolio. They are not designed to track the underlying index or security for more than a day. Before investing, carefully consider a fund's investment objective, risk, charges, and expenses contained in the prospectus available at Direxion.com. Read carefully. Distributor Foreside Fund Services, LLC.
Okay, folks, as we're going through watching these today, I want to show you something that we talked about before. If you remember, before I do that, I want to show you what we focused on in the letter this past weekend, because the Russell, which had been the one that had been the weakest of all, made that number right here. Now, we're only trading. We got as high as 2110 yesterday. We came down, tested it again, but it's held this low. And that's the big ABCD. Okay, now that's the weekly chart. So that's holding. Now, if we go back and just take a look at where we are at the Nasdaq. Now, this is a daily chart of the Nasdaq. Now, you can see all this stuff that's in here, all these ABCDs. Let's clear this out just for kicks and giggles. And you know how bearish I am, right? Well, it's pretty hard to be bearish right here because you're down how many days? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 days. And what are you doing? You're sitting right here, as the old clock on the wall says, right there. There's the ABCD pattern, and we've gone below that. And the reason why is you've got a gap here, you've got long bars. So what do we have to do? We come up and we change the CD leg to 1.27, 1.27. Just like a cookbook. And there's your target. Should come in here at, how close did we come to it? At 20, the low was 21.98. We came within 100 points of the target. And you can see it's 110 points of the actual target. And now we're holding this level up in here. Now, maybe this is not going to be the bottom, but look, we've had a bottom here, bottom here, bottom here. That's 3 drives to a bottom. Let's see if we can see that on a 4-hour chart. Maybe we can. And by golly, we can. There's what we're looking at here today as you take a look at this. Because at some point in here, we could literally give up the ghost here, folks. That's for sure. Because there would be drive. Well, no, it's got to be this. There's a 28th, 30th. There's a 3 drive. It's not very clear. You can see the move here to the downside and stuff like that, but it's not a really easy clear. The rule is if you have to, well, that's pretty close. And this is almost a head. No, it's not head and shoulders because this is lower than that one. So anyway, I don't know. I'm a little reluctant today with all this volatility up and down. So I watch it short term. When I see a rally like we had in the Russell last night, that's why I spent the video last night, because it had everything necessary for you to be a seller, because it went exactly to the number. Just do the work yourself, folks. This move here and this move here went right here. Now, this is showing as 5. The actual move here was 11. The reason why is this move right here took you to 11, and that's where it went to. So this was the harmonic number in the Russell, and that's where it stopped, where it is. All right. Someone asked me a question this morning before the thing if I would say something about politics. Okay, I'm going to right now, folks. Politics starts with a P and ends, I can't even remember, S, and ends with an S, and that's the end of that story. I don't follow that stuff, not interested at all. But the one thing I do follow, folks, is I follow, numbers, and that's really what I do for a living. And I have never traded Bitcoin before, folks, but boy, I'm a heartbeat away from doing it, because this is really, really quite amazing over the last few days. There was the all-time high. There's your ABCD pattern coming in here right at the 618. There's your 786 from yesterday. There's your 786 today. These are big moves, folks. And this is you think it's $88,000, right? Well, these dudes will give you 10% margin, so you only have to pay $8,000 for margin. That's a lot less than the S&P. And the volume, shut the front door, man. They do more volume on these cryptos than all of our stock exchanges. So it's a good thing to trade, except someday you might wake up in the morning and it might not exist. But that's 2 levels beyond my pay grade. All right, we'll get back up here. And did I miss a whole? I can't even remember whether I missed a whole thing or not. I got 2 other stocks that people are asking me about, very important stocks. Let's get to the Goldman Sachs here. Goldman Sachs right here. Get this up here. It's having a little bit of a rally here today. There's where I made the 786 yesterday. We're rallying up today. We'll look at this on a smaller time frame to see how much it's rallying. And there's where we are early this morning. Right here was the high here. from today, early morning, all right? And that was just a little above the 382. Oh, not by much. And now we're just meandering back and forth. Let me double check to make sure that that is the time that I'm watching here. Hold on a second here. Yeah, nope, this is Friday's high, and then this is the action today. So there's a little tiny bit of action, really not very much to pay attention to that, okay? So let's move on and get that out of the way. Cover the last stock that we need to talk about, which is International Business Machines. And this has been strong. You can see here it's still been going up. It has left this huge gap, and this is if something happens here. Usually it never does, but if something happens here today where it closes near the end of the range right here, folks, this pattern is known as the three black crows. It's so darn rare you won't see it in many candlestick books. But there's your low, there's your low, there's your low, there's your low. That's what we call major support, all right? That comes in, today's low is 246. We close at 249.57, just for kicks and giggles. Okay, if we close, let's see, there it is right now. We close like at 248 or 240, anything under 249. All right, I would go short that. And the reason why is if it gaps down, it's going to leave this massive, that means everybody that bought it since January 30th for a whole month, a little more than a month, will have a loss if that's what it does. Now, looking at it intraday, God, I haven't seen that pattern in 1,000 years. Though there it is right there. See, there's the part of that pattern. Now, all you need to do, in fact, is, oh my goodness, you got to sell this thing, folks. You want to see something get ready to take a flying Melinda, this has got to be it. There's your three. We'll start following this to see if any of this stuff I talk about works. I know some of it does because I use it all the time. There's other parts of it that I don't do all the time, and that's a little more difficult to take a look at it. So we get that out of the way, and then I have to take care of business. I want to see if I'm still in my short gold because I sold it right, and I had my stop right, and I never heard my beeper go off. So just give me a second here. Take this one off. This is the wheat. I want to keep that one. That one I'm watching very, very closely. Not so much Goldman Sachs, not so much the cattle. Crude oil I'm keeping a close eye on, and that's about it. And now we're coming up. Oh, I made it. Yay. Yeah, see the crude oil, I sold it here. Came all the way down here and didn't get stopped out. Whoa, lucky me. Hey, let's take a break. 8-7.
Many trading newsletters attempt to focus on a narrow set of equities or commodities. While this works for some, it oftentimes misses many opportunities that possess huge gain potential. But how is an independent trader supposed to scan the entire market looking for these hidden opportunities? One simple answer: the opening call newsletter. Basil Chapman, developer of the Chapman Wave trading methodology, has been trading the markets for longer than most trading influencers have been alive. And over that time, he has honed his methodology in order to accurately call movements in a wide range of equities, from semiconductors to uranium to key indices and so much more. Basil is old school, taking the time to educate the trader while also giving his insights into key indices, selective stocks, and more. Opening call subscribers also receive access to dozens of educational live streams that can be accessed at any time for your edification. All first-time subscribers receive a 30-day money-back guarantee. So ignore the pop trading influencers and start learning time-tested technical analysis.
In the world of trading, only a few names stand out like Larry Pesavento, a pro's pro with over 50 years of experience. Larry has seen it all. A former Chicago Mercantile Exchange member, Larry has authored 10 books and trained over 1,000 traders with his unmatched expertise. Introducing Fibonacci 24/7, Larry Pesavento's daily trading service that turns the complexity of markets into opportunities. Published every Sunday, receive a comprehensive report packed with detailed commentary, charts, and videos that illuminate the patterns shaping the markets, with updates throughout the week exclusively for subscribers. Whether through charts or videos, Larry's analysis is your roadmap to navigating the markets. You can sign up now at TFNN.com for just $97. And with all TFNN newsletters backed by a 30-day money-back guarantee, you have nothing to risk. For all the details, visit TFNN.com. You'll find Fibonacci 24/7 right under the newsletters tab.
For traders who crave risk, Direxion's daily leveraged and inverse ETFs provide opportunities to magnify short-term perspectives with up to 3 times a daily leverage, utilize bull and bear funds from both sides of the trade, and trade through rapidly changing markets. These are highly leveraged ETFs with daily resetting designed for short-term trading, not long-term investing. Whether you're a bull or a bear, you choose the Direxion. For up-to-date pricing and performance, go to Direxion.com. Investing in the funds involves significant risk and should only be utilized by investors who understand the impact of leverage and actively monitor their portfolio. They are not designed to track the underlying index or security for more than a day. Before investing, carefully consider a fund's investment objective, risk, charges, and expenses contained in the prospectus available at Direxion.com. Read carefully. Distributor Foreside Fund Services, LLC.
This program is brought to you by Vista Gold, traded on the NYSE American and TSX under the symbol VGZ.
Okay, folks, someone's asked me to take a look at a couple of these other obscure, well, they're not obscure currencies, but let's take a look at who we're at war with on the Canadian dollar. And I guess that's, here's where we are. You can see how often I pay attention to this. I have to refresh this. And there's where we are. It had the big high, then we had the pull back, not quite to the 50%. And then we had the rally right back here and right to the 618, hit it 2 days in a row. And now it's in the process of probably making an ABCD here. Folks, I don't know anything about the tariffs at all. I really don't. That's why I had Rich Anderson on the show here on Friday, because of the fact that we're able to see these things unfold and not to worry about what's going on. Now, let's take a look at the Australian dollar. Now, we do need that one because that's a lot of exports, especially wheat. And we'll get up here. I tell you, oh boy, it's had a pretty good rally here today. Hold on, refresh just 1 second. Now I follow the euro and the pound daily, along with the U.S. dollar index, but that's what we're watching here. Now you can see here we are having a pretty good rally back. It looks like we're just above the 618 right here, right now. Yeah, we hit that earlier, so not too much to do here. The one to watch, of course, is that euro because of that monster ABCD on that daily. Let's look at that again because these are things that you can remember. And we'll get up here and take a quick look at it. Here's where we are. Wow, that's one heck of a move today, though, isn't it, in euro? Now let's look at this on the daily, and you're going to see that monster ABCD up here. Now, look, folks, the 382 didn't stop it. The 61% didn't, 50% didn't stop it. Now, why in the world would why would the 618 stop it? All right, let's just look at it for a second and go through some numbers, all right? Clean out all this stuff here that we don't need to look at and just look at the swings. Okay, now there's a number we're going to be looking at. So you want to be watching what these swings did to get there. So the way you do that is you come over here and you take your measuring tool and you go from this high to that low, right there. And that tells you you're already above the 61%. We are going to get to that level without too much trouble, and we are not very far away. That's a total of about 40 pips. So that's very, very close, to a spot where it's going to be pretty, what we call nasty. All right, let's get these out of the way here. And we have a guest is going to be Jeff Huge, I believe, is going to be here tomorrow, and we'll be chatting with him, and we'll keep watching all these markets as we've been doing all along. Okay, now we get this out of the way. Wow, sorry, folks. Oh, man alive. Just a second, I got to clean this out here a little bit. My throat is all roughed up here. I need to take some water, folks. Bear with me here a second. Euro, honey, the euro. Your favorite. Okay. Wow. All right, let's get back here and talk about the bonds, because this is where the money is happening, and there's trouble in River City in the bond market, folks, because let's just get the daily up so we can all speak the same language. We've completed a major ABCD pattern up in here. Okay, there was your 1.618 expansion. There was your ABCD. There was your 382 pullback right here last night. We've already showed you that. So where's the logical place for it to back off from? And all you do is you go back and see what the last low was, okay? That's that swing from there to there. That's what that is right there. So what we're going to do is we're just going to clone that, I hope. I'm going to have to do it the other way because it's a tough little thing to do. And you just move it over here like this, all right? That means that this pullback right here equals that pullback right there. Well, folks, that's a $4,000 move. And right now you've got well over a point in it. So you're basically risk-free. And if you wait, this took 1, 2, 3, 4 days to come down. We're 1, 2, add 3 and 4. You're going to be there, and then this market's going to have a nice little rally. So I hope that hope that helps. Oh my goodness, this is ridiculous. Sorry, folks. All right, let me get back up here and do one other thing that I want to watch on here. All right, now let's move on over here, and we need to talk about, I've got it written down here somewhere. Cisco. Someone asked about Cisco. I haven't seen. I know it's a very great stock, and see if it's had any. It's still going up. There's nothing wrong with this. This has had a 5-day correction, and it's done nothing. And this is Cisco Systems, not Costco, Larry. Costco starts with a CO. So let's get up here and see COSKO. Where is it? Cisco. What, I took it off the page here? Well, I'm not going to do it right now. All right, all right, and I'm writing down things as I go through. I'm sorry to be so sporadic here today, folks, but this is the Hong Kong market, and as you can see, it's been jumping around quite a bit. We're up at this level right up in here. Hadn't quite reached that level, but you see we had a couple days down, a real strong week so far, Monday and Tuesday, so we've still got a chance to get up to that level. And that's another reason why this is market, even though I'm extremely, extremely bearish, I don't think that it's going to just fall, right out of bed, right away. Okay, so that's what I'm watching here. Oh, sorry. Not good. I might not be able to finish this show. Hold on a second here. Let's take a look at Intel. People have asked about Intel in the past. And as you can see here, Intel has had a really bad move here. Notice here we had a move here. Then there was the rally was. And look what's happening today, folks. It's down, gap down big time. In fact, there was on an hourly basis, there was a really nice ABCD pattern right here that went right up to the 382 right there, okay? And now look where we're coming down. We're down even more. This stock has evidently got some serious problems as we're looking at these. I'll get rid of this and we'll move our bonds out of the way here. Hold on a second here. Give me 1 second, folks, to get acclimated here because I have to talk about silver and also about the hold on 1 second. Silver is right here because was acting very big today. You can see here, this is the daily the 60-minute chart on silver. We went up and made the 1.618 expansion that completes these ABCDs right up in this area right here. And we made the 78% level of the high on the 20th. Okay, that's what we've done up in here. Now the gold, remember, made a new recovery high at the 786. It didn't get to the other number, but it got to the 786. So that's why that one is very, very important. And I think, how much time do we have left, Al? And I think we have, that's it. Let's be right back, and we'll wrap up the show in just a few moments, folks. So stay with us, please.
If you're looking for potential trading setups in the stock market, then Rocket Equities and Options Report is a newsletter you should try. Tommy O'Brien delivers options and equity trades when the markets present them, using a combination of fundamentals and technicals. Sign up for Rocket Equities and Options Report today with a 30-day money-back guarantee, so you have nothing to risk. For all the details and to start your subscription today, visit the front page of TFNN.com. TFNN, educating investors.
In the world of trading, only a few names stand out like Larry Pesavento, a pro's pro with over 50 years of experience. Larry has seen it all. A former Chicago Mercantile Exchange member, Larry has authored 10 books and trained over 1,000 traders with his unmatched expertise. Introducing Fibonacci 24/7, Larry Pesavento's daily trading service that turns the complexity of markets into opportunities. Published every Sunday, receive a comprehensive report packed with detailed commentary, charts, and videos that illuminate the patterns shaping the markets, with updates throughout the week exclusively for subscribers. Whether through charts or videos, Larry's analysis is your roadmap to navigating the markets. You can sign up now at TFNN.com for just $97. And with all TFNN newsletters backed by a 30-day money-back guarantee, you have nothing to risk. For all the details, visit TFNN.com. You'll find Fibonacci 24/7 right under the newsletters tab.
Steve Rhodes started his trading career as a student almost 20 years ago, and the student has now become the master. Steve won the prestigious Timer of the Year award in 2018 and barely missed that mark again in 2019, finishing at number 2 for the year. An amazing accomplishment. Steve Rhodes is committed to sharing his techniques and knowledge with anyone who wants to learn, and he shares his vast amount of trading knowledge every day in his Mastering Probability newsletter. Steve's award-winning newsletter, Mastering Probability, is delivered every trading day with updates throughout the afternoon. Sign up for Steve's market newsletter, Mastering Probability, and you'll receive access to 7 of Steve's educational webinars absolutely free. At TFNN, all our newsletters come with a 30-day money-back guarantee, so you have absolutely nothing to worry about. Visit TFNN.com and try Mastering Probability 30 days risk-free today. TFNN, educating investors.
TFNN has launched the Tiger's Den, hosted at Discord. TFNN has been educating traders for more than 20 years, with live programming hosted by a variety of professional traders during market hours. The Tiger's Den, available to all tigers and tigresses for just $1 for the year. There's no catch or added costs when you join our community of traders. Sign up today and become a part of this educational community of traders. Just visit the front page of TFNN.com.
Don't forget, you can listen to TFNN live on your mobile device 24 hours per day. Go to TFNN.com, then hit Watch Tiger TV. That's TFNN.com, then hit Watch Tiger TV.
Okay, folks, I wanted to go over, this is the Treasury bonds, and this is my neural network that I started working on many years ago with Twentyman, and a couple other people got involved with it. But as you can see here, it's followed perfectly here today. Now, it doesn't do that all the time. And the last part of the day, it doesn't do as well. Sometimes it does, but it's 50-50. But the first part of the day, you see these zones here, these are the key times of the day right out of the Floor Traders Handbooks. It shows statistically, these are the highs or turning points between those numbers. These are found by going back and looking at these time frames over hundreds of thousands, well, wore out a couple computers looking at them, just hundreds of thousands of cases, I'm sure, of the days that the time of the high or low of the day came in with a statistical probability. And that's all that we're doing as we're watching this stuff is in numbers, is that particular thing. So that's what we want to continue to watch. And that's what I do. I watch these numbers during the day. Now, I don't keep this up all the time, but what I'm usually doing is I'm going in and I'm looking at my patterns like this on 13 minutes, because as soon as I can see something, I have a trading opportunity because I know these darn things work. So I see the move right here. So I'm going to sell that 382, and look what happened. Had a pretty good move here. So, and that's what I'm looking at. And I follow them all as I go through. And that's the key to what I'm trying to do as I see these going through. Now, looking at this, I'm not seeing any weakness here in stocks, folks. The last hour or so, look at the S&P. Has a move, pull back. Where did it pull back to? My guess is right to the 382, right there. And that distance is between 27. That's $1,000, $1,200, $1,400. And look where it is now. We're getting ready to pop out. Where are we going to go today? Just like we did the other day. 58.78. Where's that? That's another 50 handles. Live every day in that attitude about it. Amen. Goodbye.